The Detroit Grand Prix, presented by Lear, is just over 3 weeks away, and this morning we're helping you gear up for the big event. Professional sports car driver Jordan Taylor of Wayne Taylor Racing is on Belle Isle this morning. Jordan, thank you so much for taking the time to catch up with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Now, you have done an amazing job competing on Belle Isle. You won 5 times in the sports car race at Belle Isle. And talking to some of the drivers, each track has its own personality. What is it about Belle Isle that you figured out with such an impressive streak there?
It's a unique event here at Belle Isle. I mean, it's a street course race for us, so it's very tight, very technical, and it's difficult to get the lap time out of the car without taking too much risk. But over the years, the promoters have done a great job developing the track, making it a little bit safer, developing the surface, so on the island it's a bit nicer. And we've had a great record with Wayne Taylor Racing, and our Cadillac last year, first time here, we won with it. So hopefully when we come back the first weekend in June, we can have some more success.
Well, we certainly hope you do. Now, you mentioned Cadillac. There is a Cadillac behind you there on pit lane. What is your connection with Cadillac, and what's special about that car behind you?
Yeah, well, we won the championship last year with Cadillac, and then they made this 2017 championship edition with the CTSV, so I get to drive it for a few months. It's an awesome car, and especially to drive it here at Belle Isle, it's always good to come back here. And we'll be back for June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd with Comerica Bank sponsoring Free Prix Day again, and they already have the sales up 17% from last year, so you can go to DetroitGP.com for that, and tickets are starting at $40.
Let me ask you this. I mean, you're Jordan Taylor. You race for Wayne Taylor Racing. You have been racing with your brother, but now your brother is actually on a different team. He's going to be competing with Team Penske. What do you think it's going to be like actually racing against your brother?
It's been interesting. I think it's a great opportunity for him. It was great that we won the championship together last year. We won the Daytona 24-hour Sebring and Detroit here. So it was a good way to kind of send off, but to join Team Penske is a huge opportunity. And we had a good little battle at Long Beach last month where we were able to beat him, but this past weekend he was able to beat us and get the first win for them. So I think when we come back here for Belle Isle, it'll be a big battle.
Now, does racing against your brother give you a little bit of do you understand what he does and what his thinking is, perhaps better than some other people that you race against?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we grew up, basically as best friends and racing each other every weekend. So we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and I know how hard he pushes, and he's probably one of the toughest competitors. So I think having a little advantage knowing him that well is suiting us. We were able to kind of exploit that a little bit at Long Beach, but I think at Mid-Ohio this past weekend they were really able to execute their race. So hopefully when we come back here to Belle Isle, we'll have our stuff sorted and we can go back to racing.
Jordan Taylor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We wish you the best of luck coming up in June when the racing gets underway. And of course, we want to be your go-to station for this year's Detroit Grand Prix. Starting June 1st, we'll have special coverage for a countdown to the green flag. We're going to take you inside the winner's circle as well. And of course, we're going to have live coverage all 3 days on Belle Isle, on air, online, and of course, at WXYZ.com.